做工要早一点去，没有车的。
Very, very scary.
This kind of thing, just these few sessions not enough.
I think it's challenging, especially working in a creative industry, to coordinate everybody to be in the same place at the same time.
It's not easy to understand when you come across digital problem.
And it's harder to communicate with like people around you.
因为老板没有生意，怎样给我们的贡献？我们是希望他有生意啊，才可以给我们贡献啊。
It's always good that if you can have like some time after work or during weekends to be able to pick up some new skills now.
My supervisor is also like super nice. So like yeah, it's very easy to communicate.
We have a Hydro to motivate staff.
We talk about the Maslow, hierarchy of needs, right? Obviously, we need to first satisfy our basic needs, and then I think all the others are just options in our life. How much do we want to attain that? But then, if attaining that sacrifice our own mental health, losing ourselves, losing our family, is it really worth it? I don't think so. I think when my parents got COVID the first time, it was very real for me. Seeing both of them not talking, seeing my mom just lying in bed, and every time seeing the oximeter going up and down, I think it just makes me realize that I can lose my parents anytime. And I was so busy, in TikTok, that I barely see them because weekends I get so tired and I just want to rest. I just want to sleep and then spend time with my husband. And I don't even spend time with my family, with my parents. So I think it was a mixture of a lot of things that make me decide I'm going to take a break.
Although we had some sessions that they tried to arrange to for us to learn and about the different techniques, right, and let us collaborate in our groups, right. But this kind of thing, just these few sessions not enough.
For example, like this Chinese New Year, they like send out email for us to like sign up for this CNY virtual lunch, and then they will like order food from like catering or like hotel, and then they will send it to our house. Let's say if you're like not in Singapore, you're like in Malaysia, for example, and if like the country is covered under the organization, then they will like still send out food and stuff. There's also COVID relief funds for like anyone who needs help.
Sum of money to makan, give lah, voucher lah for us to spend.
Differing motivations among people at work. From our interviews, we realized that most of the interviewees have a human relation approach towards motivation. Their needs outweigh money and would attempt to satisfy them, which resulted in their motivation. For Shuning, we'll look into the Herzberg view, doing meaningful work, projects that would enhance her growth towards her career development and personal development motivates her in her work, which leads to her getting more satisfied. For Ruby, she referred to the Maslow hierarchy of needs theory whereby her current need and mental health are crucial for her own well-being. With COVID, she had also self-reflected and acknowledged her priorities. She realized that she did not spend much time with her family members and was not taking care of her own mental health. Instead of staying at her stable job, she left TikTok in order to satisfy her psychological needs. Therefore, different people are motivated by different things, and that is what we want to bring it up. And of course, the critical link here is that motivation and organizational job will shape the work behavior of an individual.
有责任感，以前要担心老板说他们做不出，现在不会了。现在有年纪，你又怎样跟他配？
Not everyone is like a social butterfly to always like, hey, can I find you over coffee? Not really like that. Doing like a call, like it could be even more structured. Then maybe you arrange like one catch up every 2 months like that.
Introverted. I didn't really have the chance to work from home because I was an intern, so I wasn't able to gain as much connections as I thought I would be able to as an intern.
I'm a very outgoing person, right? I would love like some kind of like physical human interactions, like going into office and like chatting with like colleagues and stuff. Like as much as I like human interactions, like I think there's like a limit to it. Like for example, my company, we're adapting like a new way of working where like you can do a hybrid. So I think there's more like flexibility in terms of like choosing how you want to work.
To be honest, I don't think we're much of a risk taker if you ask me. Singaporeans are not risk takers. Previously, I was not a risk taker because I'm so scared. What if I resign without a job and I can't find a job? How do I pay for my bills? How do I finance my house? So I think naturally our society is not much of a risk taker. It's our culture. It's not like the Americans where they feel a lot of their emotions. They're very into human rights. They're very into this is not right. Companies to treat me this way. We are more tolerant. I think COVID, at least for me, it helps me prioritize what's important in my life. When I see my parents getting COVID, I knew that my family had to come first. And I knew that I had to come first as well, like just my mental health, in order to go a longer distance.
personality traits and values may differ from your working styles and habits. Although personality does affect employees' views of work, we note that overall they change with COVID through adapting to the situation. It is then important to find ways to benefit more efficiently from it. For Shuning and Mei Rui, both were introverts, and Shuning even quoted that not everyone is a social butterfly, and I can't agree more. But due to COVID, they value the importance and understand the need for team collaboration and networking due to their job nature. Shuning has found suitable ways to actually value add to their team collaboration more efficiently, either via scheduled Zoom meetings or meetups. Whereas for Mei Rui, she still struggled to do so. Ruby also mentioned that she was an introvert and has always prioritized stability over her job. But due to the pandemic, she had spent more time for self-reflection about herself, which developed intrapersonal skills. She understood the importance of her mental health and had made a brave decision to leave TikTok, which was her stable job. Her priorities did not coincide with her decision, and that was something that we felt it was interesting.
There's not much social human interactions, or like I'm not in like a team-based setting, where I can like shoot ideas and like work with my colleagues and stuff. But it's more of like you work on your own part, and then after that, you all gather together to like share ideas and stuff. So in terms of that, it's a bit different because you end up doing a lot of things on your own in a sense, like when you work from home, and it's harder to communicate with like people around you.
Because OCBC is more family oriented kind of company that is quite embracing. Because of COVID, communication wise, like you realize the importance of communication. Or Miro, I think it was a Miro boss.
Oh, Miro, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So the pre-COVID there wasn't such a thing. So I think that would allow many people to exist on that platform. Then the presenter could direct people to do all the virtual workshop via all the different corners of their Miro board. So it's designed very nicely. I think it's more geared towards tech, like improving people's tech capabilities. I think now tech is quite important.
So at the moment, we are learning the power of the Automate to track the approval through this Octobot, and it's quite new to me. I find it a bit hard, given the chance to upgrade in-house or outside the office.
Do you see yourself improve after those courses?
Of course.
Bad times allow for opportunities for good change. During times of uncertainties, the changes that the pandemic has brought to employees allowed them to improve and see the things they have often taken for granted. For example, the challenges arising from the influx of technological advancements helped Sally and Shuning to pick up new skills through educational workshops organized by their organization. On the other hand, due to changes in the workplace arrangements, Azrul and Mo realized the importance of communication, which is often overlooked before COVID, as well as the natural desire for human interaction. Shuning also mentioned the importance of communication, which changed her work style and allowed her to value the communication even more. From the responses we have gathered, we can see that employees and organizations have adapted to their working behaviors and mindsets towards the changing environment.